there, podcast listeners. Dr. Sheep here. Welcome back to their podcast. Today I'm joined by my host, Will 3.
Hey.
Or 2. I really don't know what it's. I think it's 2. Anyways, these podcasts are broken down in 3 parts. First we have one news, and then we have how our weeks have been doing in the comments, and then finally we have some more news. Today's first news topic, and I get all these news topics from sciencenews.org. New approaches may help solve Lyme disease diagnosis dilemma. Now, do you remember, you might have been too young, do you remember State Fair several years ago about, who was it that got bit by that tick? It'd be your cousin.
Which one?
Dan's girl.
Oh, okay.
I guess, you know what, I already said his name. Cassie.
Yeah.
She got bit by that tick, didn't she?
I don't remember.
I remember, because I remember it was like the next day after they pulled the tick off of her, and her leg was starting to swell. It had the classic target on her. So I don't know. You don't remember that?
No, I don't.
I think you were too young.
I don't remember much of State Fair anyway.
This was a long time ago, so you're probably way too young.
Only State Fair I really remember is 2 years ago and on.
Yeah, you were too young. Yeah, I remember State Fair. Blur State Fair. The county fair too, I blurred it all out.
Yeah.
But I got my screen.
Mosquito looks like.
No, it's the gnat. Anyways.
You can't touch your screen or else it would click on something.
Yeah. We're not home. Well, I mean, we're not at Kyle's place or Phil's place because, well, we went camping this weekend, and so we've come to my place to record. Anyways, so yeah, so what they're gonna try and do is so they give a big long story about what I guess you're drifting away. Yeah, this poor lady, she got bit. She went on some trip, got bit by a tick, and then she basically had the chronic flu.
Oh.
And then basically, she went back and forth from specialists and specialists and specialists. And oh, that's their ratings I see now.
Oh, they start at that and then they
Work their way up.
or down.
Right, as we saw with that one guy. But he got forced out of that. I think that's a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
If you don't know what we're talking about, so we found out the other day. So it was this yesterday? Last night?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
It was last night. So my cousin sent a picture to my dad of it was me on Discovery Channel.
One of your videos.
And one of my videos. It was the thermodynamics video, which is as of right now the latest one.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because it just went up that Friday.
So that means that the commercial is brand new, just made.
Yeah. So we have Discovery Channel running right now because we're trying to see this commercial because I'm like, why? Nothing exciting happened. And the clip that they showed, the only thing I can think of is because of how well I worded talking about the first law.
They can bring stuff.
No, they're given that.
Oh.
With the pouch. And so right now, Naked and Afraid is playing. Which, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't know how it's still going. But about the time this show kicked off is about the same time I quit watching Discovery Channel. Anyways, or quit watching it in extensiveness. Because Discovery Channel got really irritating there for a while. Anyways, back to the tick thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of ticks, oh god, I would hate how.
Well, you would be able to see them though. It wouldn't
true.
crawl under your shirt. Or
Yeah,
something,
but they
don't have a
they
shirt.
could attach.
Yeah.
Also, one thing is they're waxed.
Are they?
Everybody's waxed in this. I mean, we don't know about down there, but like all the guys, their chests are waxed, their backs are waxed,
Maybe they're just
armpits
shaved.
are waxed. Or maybe they just find naturally bald men underneath. I mean, this guy is bald, but I
Alright,
mean,
this
some
is
people
such a bird walk, and no one really cares.
bird walk. What's the, it's entertaining. I guess I understand why people watch this, but and it's probably just pervy old men looking at all the women. Anyways, it's just like Botched. All the pervy old men watch it. You know exactly why they're watching it.
So your dad?
Yes, unfortunately.
Where is your dad?
Outside. The U.S. ticks past dozens of things. So, I guess, I don't know. I think it's really, I guess I just, I don't know why I picked this one. 30,000 infections are reported annually in the United States, but public health experts estimate that the true number is 10 times higher. 10 times higher!
As high.
Oh. No, is 10 times higher. As high.
Oh yeah, that is high.
So, where it went from 30,000 cases, is it just Lyme disease, or is it just tick-related things?
It says infections, so I'm guessing...
On all things,
Yeah.
then. So, which is interesting. That means 300,000 people. That's 1% of the United States, if I'm...
But 10 times
nope,
as high.
Nope. 0.1% of the United States. Yeah, times 10.
So that's
That-
300,000.
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's 0.1%. Because there's 300 million people. I had to redo my math there. But it's 0.1% of the U.S. population gets an infection from a tick. Why are you people getting bit by ticks? Don't you know DEET's a great thing? You should use it.
Or just...
Although, did I ever tell you about that story? We were walking in the creek, and I get back, I had like 5 ticks on me. Poop,
Really?
Poop, poop, poop.
Just in a line?
Yeah.
Weird.
But no, as we were walking, like, we had been like 5 minutes down there, I found a tick crawling on me. And then another one. And then another one. And then we get back, I was just covered in them.
I didn't have any when I got stuck in the mud.
Well, we didn't see any ticks that day. Or no, yeah,
It
we
was
did.
wet that day.
Yeah.
You had one.
Yeah. That was it, though. We had one at the very beginning.
Have they seen that video when I got stuck in the mud?
No, I never uploaded it.
Thank you.
I still will, eventually. I just haven't had the time. Ambiguous. Indirect and ambiguous. Lyme disease testing window. Ah, yeah. So, okay, so Lyme disease must hold on long enough to transfer the bacteria 36 to 48 hours. It takes 3 to 4 days to transfer for them to hold on.
Really?
36 to 48 hours. I guess
If you haven't noticed by then,
it'd be
then
a
you,
day and it'd be a day and a half.
If you haven't noticed by then, I think you kind of deserve it.
How do you miss a tick
Yeah.
for a day and a half?
If you don't notice it that long, or if you,
I mean, I guess if you have long hair like a girl, I see him. He's staring at me again.
He's got his ears back.
Dang cat.
All right, let's keep going.
And then 3 to 10 days, bacteria spread in the skin. In the skin. Sometimes forming a bullseye rash.
Yeah.
Symptoms can begin to appear. Fever, chills, headache. Yeah, right, we knew that. Days to weeks, bacteria invade blood vessels, entering the circulatory system. Antibodies begin to form in reaction. 3 weeks and onward, the window during which the current test may pick up an infection. May. So you don't even guarantee.
So it's not guaranteed.
Even after 3 weeks.
Jeez.
Oh, was that an infection? That's different than the actual bacterial infection, the bacterial attack that you had to begin with.
Why is there? Oh, this is that one.
It's the CarMax commercial,
Yeah.
ignore it.
Why are you playing with the cord?
Because I feel like it. In months or years, an untreated infection can affect many parts of the body, including joints, the nervous system, and the skin. Well, that's broad. Not specific at all. In the Lyme... We don't need to. I mean... It's not, okay? We can wait for the next commercial to pop up.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Alright, let's keep going.
Yep, next one. Anyways, working with partners in Johns Hopkins University School. This is a long article. I didn't realize how long it was.
How long is it? Scroll down. Oh my.
Okay.
They did a play on words. It said
Ticks spread more than Lyme disease. Map of tick-borne infections.
Wow.
Rocky Mountain spotted fever. I'm not surprised. It's where we live. Look at how
Right.
much it's right where we live. Lyme
It's
disease.
a little high.
Antroliposis. I don't know.
Poses.
Babesiosis. And that explains all the TikTok thoughts. And Tremia. I don't even see cases of Tremia. Must be pretty rare.
Then there's tularemia.
Oh, I don't even see any palominosis. Oh no, yeah, there's a few.
You're just speaking gibberish.
I am just butchering these, but look at the Lyme disease and look at that. In Pennsylvania, it's everywhere. Look at this in Chicago. How are people in Chicago getting? Whatever.
Don't even ask.
Just Florida. Nevada, all of northern Nevada has nothing. You can see it's all where pockets of population are, though, except here in our state. Here in the Panhandle, there's nothing. Same with the
Why
other
is there so
Panhandle.
much population up in
here?
the?
Have you been in Minnesota?
In the east part of the United States.
This is very densely populated. You know that, right?
Northeast.
Babesiosis. You know what?
Hey, that
right
was pretty
in
good.
Babesiosis. I don't think that's how you say it.
Theosis.
Theosis? I don't know. Look, New
Babesiosis.
Jersey. Look, it just outlines New Jersey. You know what that means? That must be the disease that created whatchamacallit.
Why does everything have to end with osis?
Because that's if you ever take anatomy, you'll learn about
Osis.
not osis, but yeah, I guess you'd learn about osis, but prefixes and suffixes, and that's an important thing. I didn't take it, but I just know because I talked to a bunch of the girls that were in it. They're like, "Oh my gosh, you should just be a doctor." I'm like, "Nope.
Pay is too good. I want to be a YouTuber.
No. It doesn't pay too good. I don't care about that. It's just I don't push through that much. I don't want to be that kind of stress and having to push your way through that much school.
Yeah. You basically have to give half your life away to be a doctor.
Not half, 8 years.
Eh.
Anyways, we've talked about ticks and naked and afraid and ticks being attached to things and pervy old people long enough. And TikTok, yes. Let's get into the comments, shall we?
Yes.
Actually, we didn't talk about that nearly long enough.
No, we really didn't.
Alright, so, to the latest day, day episode 7, Can You Build a Death Ray?
Which was answered.
Well, you know what? So minutes after posting this, I learned about the U.S. military made a. Did I tell you about this?
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah, so
exactly
they made
what
a
you're gonna say.
microwave gun,
Yep.
like I had talked about. It was possible.
Wait, don't give away the whole video.
What?
Don't give away the
I
whole video.
I'm talking about microwaves were possible. Anyways, and they use it to take down drones. And it looked like they do that pretty. They since it's for swarms, so I wonder if you could like open up the focal point and like do a big like. Whoosh.
That's probably possible. I should just have like one of those like on the end of the spray bottles. You can twist it and make it spray farther.
Yeah, but I don't know, or maybe it's just I don't know. But the U.S. military, it's meant for drones, not people. And I also learned that microwave guns, you're probably only going to get a burn, not actually get radiation. So I do have to correct myself on that one about getting cancer. You might just get a burn. But again, they do make microwave detectors, and I saw this on Action Lab. And so I just think it's really interesting that the guy who I would probably trust the most about electromagnetic stuff and lasers, he says otherwise compared to why they still have electromagnetic, microwave detectors. Which Action Lab put next to his phone. Anyways, so the comment from the water bottle, what?
I dipped already. I drank it all. Like,
Yeah,
fast.
you drink your milk too fast. You gotta. I'm drinking water, and I have
How
plenty.
does that even work?
I don't know, but this is also an infrared camera, so it looks a lot brighter than it actually is.
Tell them about how we tried to start a fire.
We tried to start a fire like they are doing in Naked and Afraid. Not with a bow, but like with actual lighter fluid stuff.
And it would not light. It would not stay lit.
Mine just smoldered, and then eventually just went out.
Mine just would not stay. It would smolder for a couple minutes and then it would just gone.
Mine smoldered for a while, and then I think I just ran out of base fuel, like like little sticks. Because these were small fires, but like I guess it never got to be a fire.
I mean,
These are just small things. I like little wood chips, and I think eventually it just burned us up, and there wasn't much left.
I used so many matches, and when they wouldn't work, I would put them in there. So that was basically fuel. Because then when the fire would reach them, I would just go shoo and keep it going.
Yeah. Anyways, the water bottle commented, no sources used for this video, and then some eye emojis. Yeah, I didn't use any. I probably should have, but whatever.
Eh.
Moving on to the next one.
True. Dang.
Dr. Sheep Podcast, episode 12,
There's
doing
more here.
so well, and there's a lot of comments. So, we'll start with Spazzy McGee here. Like this new Will guy, do you now? Do you actually like Will? Because this is...
Hey, I mean, I agree with this.
how do you
I
like-
like myself.
Do you like Will 2? I don't like Will 2. I don't like Will 3.
I think with this he means like all the wills, every clone. Because
No, he doesn't know about the other Wills yet. They don't know until this video where I'm joined by Will 2.
No, I'm saying, but he knows about the clones, obviously.
Ryan F, next commenter, and he actually said, can you change your YouTube thing? I said, yeah, you can change it. He wanted to change it to #1 Dr. Sheep fan. I said, well, I mean, that's okay, but I'm pretty sure the water bottle is. So water bottle, make something comment on this. You gotta make sure, you gotta search your dominance saying that you're the #1
That's
fan.
a big snail.
I think maybe it's a crab.
Oh. Alright, keep going, sorry.
It's freshwater, whatever it is. Yeah, this show is distracting. Anyways, the water bottle then commented, someone who only smoked weed has convinced their hands were knives. I think someone lied about what substances they took. I mean, I don't know. That's just the meme, man. That I listened to. Okay, I don't know. You were probably the expert at one point, so you'd have to tell us. Anyways, Stephanie H commented, the YouTuber JoJo is from Nebraska. You should contact her and have her as a guest to talk about asbestos. No.
That's great.
No. I ain't getting that kook on this show. Plus, she lives in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And she's not just a YouTuber now. She was wasn't she a movie actress or something?
Yeah.
Then she started a YouTube channel just like Will Smith. Meow.
Wait, who's Will Smith?
Ah ha ha, that's hot. You know that guy? From the YouTube Rewind 2018?
I don't watch the YouTube rewind.
Oh, I think a past version of you would have liked last year's YouTube Rewind. Wow.
What? The cat just...
You never seen that?
No!
They do that all the time. That poor cat just gets shut out. Sorry, we're watching the cats get locked out of the restroom. It's hilarious. Anyways, I don't know. I mean, if we get JoJo on here, we've probably made it, but we've also stooped to the lowest level.
Yeah.
But we should do a
It would
video
just be
on
a bunch of
asbestos.
yelling.
What's going on, girls? Here's my latest lipstick. Oh gosh, kill me
Here's
now.
my latest asbestos.
Asbestos for lips. There's no asbestos. You're all getting refunds. Oh, thank you. Anyways,
Here's some lipstick. Here's some lipstick.
Anyways, next video. Do you like trees? I think I should change the title. I don't know. It's the latest channel trailer, and the water ball commented, "I'm getting one of those trees." Eyeball emojis.
Why does he keep doing those? He's got...
It's probably a sign off or something.
Really?
I don't know, or maybe he just likes them.
Maybe it's a new fad going through. What did I say?
He
that?
tends to be on top of some of those sometimes. I don't know. He does really want one of the trees when we make it to 100. He lives in an apartment, though. I don't know what he's going to do with it. I kind of
You
want
can just
the-
cut a hole in the ceiling and let it keep growing.
It's going to get root wrapped and won't survive.
That's a bee.
Yeah.
Why are they? This is science now. It's not just naked.
No, they're demonstrating that these idiots are going to get hit by are going to get stung by these bees.
Oh.
Boom.
Alright.
Alright, last video. Laws of thermodynamics. I don't think the water bottle ever got back to me, so he's not gonna have a comment. His streak is broken again.
I mean, this just went up Friday. Yeah, it's been a couple of
But
days.
he walks like he
Yeah.
watches the day it goes up. He hasn't watched this one yet. I think he was partying a lot this week though, so maybe when he comes to his senses tomorrow morning and he's like, dude, I am so hungover. I'm like, well, that's what happens. Anyways, Spazzy McGee commented, "This is a good skit. It actually makes me laugh." You didn't like the black hole skit. You didn't like the slime one. What's wrong with you, Spazzy? You have bad taste.
I mean, I like the guy.
You just like it because you think it reminds you of Ryan George from a Screen Rant. By the way, if you get this out to Ryan George, that guy is amazing. I love his videos. They're hilarious.
Screen Rant's great.
Well, yeah, but get this out to Ryan George. I mean, he's a
Yeah, get him on here.
get the man. I mean,
He can do a skit for us.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, that would be good.
Yes, it'd be hilarious. Get him on here,
I
please,
think I
guys.
just kicked the tripod on accident. It's fine.
Are you guys okay in there?
Yeah, you alright in there?
No, don't touch the lens.
I'm not gonna touch the lens.
Okay.
Are you dying?
No.
Okay.
How was your week?
Oh, I'll let you go first.
I've got enough entertaining things to do. You go ahead.
You go first. I gotta think.
Dude, if I go first, yours is going to be
Fine. I'll think for a second. Well, first thing, I had to fix all of our bikes, so then they would be reliable for the camping trip that we were
Mine
just
still
on.
wasn't reliable.
Well, that's because you didn't want me to do anything on yours.
I told you fix the brakes.
No, you told me to replace the inner tube.
Yeah?
I worked on the brakes a little bit. I made them a bit better. They were nothing.
Well, where am I supposed to get new brakes?
You don't have to get new brakes. I can tighten them up tomorrow.
But even after you tighten them, they're still junk.
I haven't tightened them yet.
I thought you did the first time.
No, I just kind of adjusted a couple like fasteners.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I did that, and what?
You know what you said. Go on.
What did I say? Anyway, so after that,
Hey, watch your feet. You're
Okay.
an inch away from the
they're
tripod.
good. They're good. After that, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, after that, 4th of July came around, so, did a couple fireworks, what did we even do? I didn't even do much that day.
I don't know what you did. I went to work, came home, and passed on the couch.
Yeah.
I was tired.
We did a couple firework things, and then, the day after that, we had to pack up the camper and get everything ready for the camping trip, and then camped. And now today, we came back.
Yeah. My weekend as we went camping was dramatic.
Yeah.
I ran my bike into a tree.
No, just start Monday. Start Monday.
What was Monday? I don't know what happened Monday. I'm just skipping ahead.
Okay, start Tuesday.
Skipping ahead Tuesday. Nothing happened Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, not until Friday.
Okay, fine.
Okay, we went camping. Well, my bike has no brakes. Zero brakes at all. Well, I don't know what happened there. That was weird. Anyways. What was I? Right. So yeah, we figured out bike doesn't have any brakes, and so driving around was dangerous. And we're at this state park, and there's these hills. You can't go up them, and you can't go down them. So we
I
went,
went down them, and that
Okay.
was fun.
Yeah, but you had
Kind of.
and
Kind of.
and you still had like tread on the bottom of your shoes, and you don't weigh as much as I do. Your mass is half the amount mine is.
Okay.
My bike's heavier. I'm
Uh,
yes, it is.
Whatever. Keep talking about your tree.
Anyways, so we go down this hill to this it's supposed to be this pioneer village or whatever. Well, I don't have brakes, and so I originally said I'm gonna walk down this because I almost ran into the back of a camper and car the day before because they were going to turn into that. Get off my laptop bag, cat.
Oh, you
Go
get him.
take care of him. While I finish this story, I can't record here. It's just there's too many things going on.
We have to keep doing this at Phil's house.
Yeah, I can't do this here.
Alright.
Anyways, so yeah,
Told
and
you
I
we
ran
should've
to the
done
back of
this
this camper
downstairs.
and car because they thought they were going to turn down this road that we went down the next day to go to the Pioneer Village. I don't know why they thought they were going to turn. What made them possibly possess? I think I'm going to turn here. And I'm like barreling down this hill at 30 miles per hour on my bicycle.
I'm right behind you.
On my brakes. Yeah, but you were going slow at this point.
Yeah, I was slowing down for him.
I couldn't slow down. And I didn't, at the time, I didn't feel like wearing out the tread of my shoes. But in the weekend, I did. But I was like about to hit this dude, and I just whizzed past him. And then I hit the hill, and I start going slowly up it. And I realized, you know what? After going down all those hills, I realized why I don't want people to make roller coasters. So they get the thrill of going down the hill, and then
They don't have to worry about going back up it. Poor cats.
Well, if they stop touching my stuff, it's always my stuff. Always my stuff. No one else's stuff.
Are you gonna cut that out or not?
Oh no, it's staying in there. They're gonna
Okay.
realize why I don't like recording here, and I'd rather be at Phil's house.
The only time we ever record here is outside.
Yes, we are. Yes, we could record at the OG spot, but the sound in the dining room is horrendous.
It kind of echoes, actually.
That's why it's horrendous.
Alright.
Where was it? Right.
Yeah,
So
with
now
that-
I figured out why people build roller coasters. I was like, you know what? It is fun going down. But then as you're going up, it's not so fun.
Yeah, tell them
Oh.
about going down to the little pioneer cabin.
We were going about, I felt like I was going about 80 down this hill.
Oh, I was way ahead of you. I was just flying, not
Yeah.
even hitting my brakes.
Well, I was going like 80. And I was trying to run alongside my bike, but my bike is so heavy, and it just has the tendency to go way faster down the hill than I am. I about fell over running alongside it. Not on it, alongside it. I was just like, jeez.
I didn't see this.
Oh, that's because you were way ahead of me, and I was trying to walk down. And then getting back up, impossible.
Oh my. So it's a mile thing down, just going down the hill.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
Okay, so this is robot. This is the robot thing.
Yeah.
But I wonder if
If?
we gotta go back.
Why? Why do you think they nominated you to help?
No. I think it might have been. Oh no, it was mesothelioma.
What?
Oh, well, okay. They're showing different ads that we haven't seen before yet.
Oh, okay.
So it's getting.
Back on topic. So we going down the hill. Oh yeah. Then going back up it, it's 2 miles.
It's even longer than
Yeah.
just going down it.
And so now we're walking up the hill with our bikes, and
The cars are trying to get past us.
yeah, we have to go up on this little 2-foot ditch.
Yeah, it was awful going up it. I was like, I walk around at work all the time, but this was something else.
We were dripping sweat. Then we finally hit level ground. So I started riding, and then there was this little scenic overlook. So I stopped there. I said it again.
You're really bad at this today.
I'm excited. I'm telling a story. I almost said it, so I stopped myself, and then it was still in my head, so then it just came out.
Gosh.
All right.
This is
Pause.
You're no. I can cut that out easy.
Okay.
We didn't pause last time either.
All right. So
Just make my
Doc
life.
just
I'm
kept
gonna hate
going.
editing all of this.
Doc just kept going.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
an easy ride because at that point I also got my gears to shift. Apparently, when I was trying to go up one of the hills the night before, thought I shifted gears, but no, I didn't.
But then, I'm looking around and then I take a little video about everything, look at the flooding and everything. So then I get back on the road and I catch up to him. So then
I'm going slow,
yeah.
enjoying my time.
And then we get, geez, they're gonna burn down their little house. Then we get to the intersection to go back. So I have to pull out the map and figure out where we even are.
Yeah, we didn't know where we were. We could have, after we went there today, we're driving around.
Yeah.
If we'd taken that one left, we would have ended up on the other side of the park.
Oh yeah.
And luckily, they were looking for us anyways to pick us up because
Yeah.
we would have been lost.
But so we actually turned the right way, and then we finally made it back to the camper, and they're not
Our parents
there.
aren't there, and they ended up oh, we were gonna pick you guys up.
Yeah, they
I'm
were
like,
driving
"We're late
around.
for
They
that
were
now."
driving behind us, the same way that we came. So now they were about a mile behind us the whole time.
I wish. See if the place had actually had internet, or I guess it had okay cell reception, just better. I mean, I had okay.
Like when we went to the little scenic overlook today, at the beginning, the cell service was terrible. Then it got better as we stood there.
Okay,
and looked around.
you're confusing internet with cell service. They're two different things.
Well,
the cell
internet,
service there was
cell service, same thing.
no.
Yes, I'm saying just reception in general.
I had wonderful reception the entire
I
time.
didn't. I could not.
For phone calls and texts, it was perfect. Anything else, internet-wise, trash.
Neither would work very well for me.
Well,
One of my
that's
dad's
your problem.
texts, it double sent, and I was like, "Why'd you send that again?" He's like, "What are you talking about?"
Again, I didn't have that problem. Although, see, Apple relies on, for texting, specifically, they rely on the internet a lot more than Android. Android don't rely on it at all. At least not until the next update, anyways.
Ha!
Well, they're trying to replicate iMessage because a lot of people like iMessage. I don't see what's so great about it, but alright.
I like it. It's very well formatted.
It's not the floor mats. What you can do with
Did
it?
you just like floor mat?
Yeah, because it is a floor mat. Anyways, on to the last day. Last news topic. We're doing okay.
We're doing pretty good, actually.
Except compared to what I would originally wanted it to be. So,
what were you originally planning?
the
Half
original
an
plan
hour?
was, a half hour.
Well, that's
but-
because we were gonna do it in the camper, but
No. Half hour for the podcast originally, period.
Oh, when you started it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's keep going.
Although, I mean, they're doing great. Latest claim of turning hydrogen into metal may be the most solid yet. That's funny.
That's a joke. Huh?
So, do you know what the deal with solid hydrogen is? What metallic hydrogen
I
is?
have no clue. I'm not like a science guy.
Yeah, but I figured you knew about this. I
No.
figured I've told you about this before.
Yeah, that's the only time I ever heard about anything.
So hydrogen is technically could be a metal. I mean, it's in the right spot. They're killing that poor snail.
Yes.
It's in the right spot to be a metal, but it's not a metal, it's a gas. Anyways, but it's hypothesized that if you put it underneath enough pressure, you gotta get cold too.
Yeah.
Enough, in this case, you can put it underneath enough pressure, which is 4 million times that the Earth's atmosphere. So we're talking 4 million atmospheres here. That you could condense it down into solid hydrogen. And the thing about what they call metallic hydrogen is its properties. So when I originally learned about this, they said you could use it as rocket fuel, or put it in rocket fuel.
Haven't you done a video about that?
I don't know if I mentioned metallic hydrogen. I've talked about rocket fuel before. I don't know if I talked about metallic hydrogen. Because all you'd have to do, instead of carrying big tanks of hydrogen, it'd be like a solid, it would technically be a solid rocket booster.
How heavy?
Light.
Really?
Well, hydrogen's the lightest element on the periodic table.
I don't know that.
It's 1.
Oh. Oh yeah, it is. It's just right there by itself.
Yeah. So it's super light, and you could use it as a solid rocket booster, and you're bonding oxygen and hydrogen, which is a fairly clean process. You're just making water
What are they
and
doing?
a few other hydrocarbons. Anyways, so
There's probably some big like fault to this that we aren't seeing.
it's making it. Anyways, so another property is its conductivity. It's a material called a superconductor. Do you know what a superconductor is?
More conductive than a magnet?
Magnets don't conduct.
Oh.
So, remember your comment earlier about the guy having his electricity shipped to London? I told you that's because they have a
Oh, yeah.
smart grid there, and you're like, oh, what doesn't happen here? I'm like, it can't happen here because we don't have a smart grid.
Yeah.
And if we did, it still wouldn't get shipped halfway across the country because the distance between Ireland and London is like the distance from from one end of our state to the other.
That's it?
Yeah, the United Kingdom's tiny. I mean, maybe it's maybe the size of Texas.
I am not
actually.
good at geography.
Maybe it's actually the
'cause I
size.
was thinking London was on a different continent.
No, London's a hop, skip over here. It's
I
like a
thought-
1-day drive for us.
I
To
thought
them, that's like easy. That's
I'm
why I
sorry.
said put your legs over there.
I thought it was Ireland, and then there was another little thing here on an island, and then across the river or across the English Channel, there was all the England and all that London and all that.
You suck at geography. You are screwed freshman year.
I got an A. I got a complete 100 on our geography test.
That wasn't a geography test.
Yeah, it was all maps.
Was it just America though?
No, it was what was it? It was Asia.
Although, but after what you told me today, or the other day, gosh, that green screen effect was awful. Anyways, it was for Hobbs and Bobs, or Bobs and Hobbs, whatever. Anyways,
Wait, what did I tell you today?
you told me, I don't remember, you said something really dumb. Oh, she was like, what are you saying? Anyways, so shipping the electricity. There it's feasible, here it's not. And the reason why it's not is because by the time it gets to where it's going, most of the energy is lost due to heat. Superconductors don't create heat. It's a perfect, or nearly perfect, because nothing's perfect,
Yeah.
nearly perfect transfer of electrons. So, hydrogen, metallic hydrogen, would be light, the lightest material possible. So your cables would be light as possible, other than the coatings on them,
Yeah.
and they'd be as fast as possible.
Huh.
And it all can be done at room temperature, because we have superconductors now, but they all have to be at super cold temperatures,
So they
like
don't
liquid
heat up a
nitrogen cold.
bunch?
Huh?
So they don't heat up a bunch?
No, they just don't work because it's like so changing from a solid to a liquid, from a liquid to a gas, or any combination of those. That's a physical change.
Yeah.
This is this is an ionic
it?
change. It's like changing a gas
I
to
haven't learned about that yet.
You're not going to. It's in a gosh, you don't watch any of my videos. If you did, you'd be so prepared. Would you stop?
I'm not.
Well, you bumped it again. I watched
No,
it.
that was your computer.
No, it did. You're delusional. Anyways, so what? Anyways, it's not an actual. It's a phase change, but it's not an actual
Oh.
physical phase change that requires more energy. It just happens. And it's just like turning a gas. Actually, you know what? I didn't mention this video. This is just Phil and I talking. Anyways, it doesn't require extra energy.
No, it's good. Your
No.
bag isn't down.
Yeah, but he's still going over there. What?
He's gone. I just stood up and he left.
Well, they know what they're doing when they're doing it
Oh,
wrong.
that cat hates me. I try to love him up, but then he just ends up hating me.
Those cats is so weird. They like me, but I hate them. I despise them.
I mean, my cat? Yeah, he'll come up to me. But Mom's cat? No.
Oh shoot, we weren't paying attention there.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, it's this one again.
NASA.
Yeah, it's the First Man. I think they're gonna show First Man again.
Ocean Man.
No. Anyways, First
Ocean.
Man. Anyways, I keep saying anyways a lot because I keep getting shit. So so changing a metal. So it's changing these. They're
Changing the metal.
the
to
ceramic
something.
discs to be superconductive. It's a phase change kind of. They call it a partial phase change, I guess. I think is what they said. It's a partial phase change, and so it starts conducting electricity perfectly. And it also you can set it on
Almost
magnets and
perfectly.
it floats.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
you could do it for maglev trains. You put the superconductor. You just put the hydrogen at the bottom of the train, and then you can also use it in the magnets
Yeah.
themselves because they make superconducting magnets. Well, now you don't have to cool the superconducting magnets. Now they're just, you wrap the coil around them and boom.
Yeah.
So, I heard about in quantum computers, they can only operate at like 1 Kelvin, which is right above absolute zero, and so they have to cool them down.
That's
And so like they have these layers of cool, and at one point it's so cold that niobium begins to superconduct, and so all the wires are no longer copper wires; they're all niobium wires because it's so cold that it's at that layer already. That's not even the top layer. It's even one of the top layers. So it's you might as well use it. And so like everything's made of superconductive metals that at room temperature aren't. Hydrogen would superconduct all the way, would be at room temperature. Now, cooling it down could make it not superconductive. So, in those applications, hydrogen might not be useful. But, I wish we knew the scale of this photo. Because something tells me this is a macro shot. Which means it could be like,
that big.
it could be tiny.
Wait, what are those?
Diamonds. So the hydrogen.
And then that's the metal in the middle?
No, that's the hydrogen goes in the middle. This is just something that holds it in place.
Oh.
So like the hydrogen goes in the middle. These diamonds are coated in aluminum oxide, I
You have to
believe.
use big old diamonds to do this?
Well, I mean, they'd be tiny diamonds.
Oh.
This could be a macro shot, like I said.
Wow.
And this is underneath a giant press.
Oh.
And then they use infrared lasers to detect when it's in a phase change. But hydrogen at these pressures and temperatures does a lot of weird things. And so even though we know metallic hydrogen would be opaque to infrared light, the other phases of hydrogen or other things hydrogen does when it forms molecules and stuff could also be opaque. And so, like, every attempt after this has been proved, but this has been the strongest one yet. And it's super exciting, because once it's confirmed, we know it exists, now we can start, now engineering can catch up with the physics and start producing metallic hydrogen, if it's possible. Like, the first time I've heard about this, it might not be possible to produce large amounts, just because it's so difficult. And if you're probably wondering, well, how come when you pull the diamonds off, it doesn't go back into gas? Just metallic hydrogen just doesn't do that. It stays metallic when the pressure's taken off, and it's brought up to room temperature. It stays like that. I mean, we can mine metallic hydrogen
Really?
if we could figure out a way to survive the crushing power of Jupiter's atmosphere. We can go down to like what would be the surface of Jupiter.
Yeah, all we gotta do
And
is find a
collect.
way to get onto Jupiter and not die. As easy as 1, 2, 3.
Force fields.
Oh my. Now we have to figure out how to make a force field.
Hey, the U.S. government's working on it. Actually, they have a Jeep that currently uses it. So when it gets hit, when it detects a mine or something, or a mine goes off, it blasts blasts a ton of electromagnetic energy So just tons of different frequency and wavelengths.
Wouldn't that
At
kill
the-
you?
No. At the air.
Oh.
And so it heats up the air, which which will have a different pressure, which will have a different way of reacting to the pressure wave than the air would have at the same temperature, and so the pressure wave expels some energy on this warm air, and not as much damage is done to the Jeep.
Not
And-
as much.
Well, it's primitive force fields, but it shows that they're somewhat possible with current technology limitations. Most limitations on the U.S. Military's like big projects, like the microwave gun, the force field,
Yeah.
their rail gun and lasers.
Railgun.
Yeah, they have a rail gun on their Navy ships that like shoots these projectiles at like Mach 5 or something, and can like go 21 miles or something.
Mach
crazy.
5?
Maybe not Mach 5, but it's well over the speed of sound.
Some G's.
Yeah, the problem is that we just don't have a power supply big enough on our ships to make it useful yet. Anyways,
Oh,
they put nuclear reactors on these battleships, and that's not enough.
that's like the merry-go-round. You're trying to spin me and then I fall off. And then I just get drug around.
This is nothing like that.
I know, I'm just saying the G's.
Again, though, see these rail guns. If they had superconducting magnets to propel, or superconductive bullet, well, actually, you'd still want like a steel bullet because you want the mass that comes along with it. So you have more momentum, more kinetic energy to impart on the battleship you're trying to destroy or whatever. And the same, basically, it's just get this object up to a massive speed, and then using its mass and the speed, it destroys its target without explosives. But superconductors would, again, improve the efficiency and wouldn't need as big of a power supply. And it would also improve the power supply. So metallic hydrogen, if they prove it to be true, and then they can figure out a way of mass producing it, I mean, the applications are endless. I don't know what kind of applications it has in silica chips. I've actually learned that Intel,
Are doing sort of
they were going to change from silica to something else a while ago, but
They never did.
yeah, so I watched a video today about AMD and Intel, and it's unfortunately Amazon doesn't have the AMD chip on mine yet, but it sounds like Intel's 10 nanometers, and they say, like Linus even said, oh, I don't think it's going to be any good. But what if it is, though? Or like anything they have coming up isn't. I don't know. But like they got to slash the chip prices. But I'm like, the 10 nanometer have to be better though. I mean, better than AMD.
Yeah. Can you guys shut up? Quit making noise.
The cats.
There, took the noisemaker.
Anyways, we're coming up with 50 minutes, even though it's just the two of us. But it's been there's cut out.
The two.
Hey, copyright. Beat you with a bottle.
It's not copyright.
Yes,
Is that a song?
What? Yes.
Oh,
Anytime you think you want to sing, it's a song. Don't sing it.
okay.
Even the Soviet. Well, I guess you can sing the Soviet national anthem.
Hey, wait, that video hasn't even come out yet.
Nope.
They have no clue what we're talking about.
Oh no. Anyways, I was vlogging this week as well. We'll see that in the future. Anyways, what was I?
Oh no.
Right. So also, I wanted to get you guys' opinion because the vlog will come out for a while, but I'll mention it in the vlog. What? You want to watch the Nile Red video I was watching?
No, is that what you're talking about?
No. So, it's kind of like the podcast, except it's just going to be me talking. And I'd love to live stream it, but I don't have that ability yet. Anyways, so my idea is, it's more of a philosophical thing. Because remember when I first started this, I had the news, and then I had the comments, and then I had the main topic.
Yeah.
And originally was sciencey, then it kind of turned to a philosophical
And then it just
debate.
kind of.
No, I stopped it because I ran out of ideas. Well, I want to continue with this philosophy. Except now, when I'm at work, I'll just write down any ideas that I have about this, and then I'll present
You
them to
already
you
wrote
guys.
one down too.
That was just a normal video idea.
Oh.
That
Don't
I'm
you have a
going.
notebook for that?
No.
Oh, that's the first time you've ever done that?
In my phone? No.
Oh.
Anyways, did you see all? That's like all. That's where I write down all my creative
I
mistakes
didn't see
that I get
that.
there.
But that would be a cool video.
All my movie ideas, and all of that.
That would be a cool video though.
I thought you didn't like the idea.
No, I like it.
I think I would.
I'm
It'd be interesting.
yeah,
I think
I'm
it would be.
interested. I'm interested.
Anyways, so
I'm intrigued.
let me guys what you think now, and all the comments on those videos would be isolated to those videos because it'd be about the topics in the video, and next week's topics, of course. And these would be every other week. They'd be on the weeks with the normal videos, and then the podcast would just be by themselves. I guess it'd be more of a way just to bring up the views per week. And the way I'm doing things right now, I'm having a bunch of secondary video ideas, and I'm getting them all pumped out. So I'm thinking we have enough secondary videos to get through to September. So I don't have to necessarily do this until September. So you guys got a while to let me know what you guys think. September, August, whatever. So let me know if you want to see this or not. I like to do it. I think eventually, if you guys want to see some sort of, instead of just me talking, camera to face to camera, if you want to see something play in the background, not pictures, but I don't know, like Minecraft gameplay. When I get a PC, that's my plan. But that might be even longer.
Minecraft gameplay.
So let me know. Let me know what you think. Yeah. Anything else you want to add, Will, before we sign off?
Not really. I'm kind of getting tired.
Yep. Anyways, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and share. New podcast every other Friday, 4:30 p.m. Central Time. And comment down below. Yeah, you know what? You have enough stuff to comment. And good night.